Welcome back to video 3 of Module 2. And in this video, we're going to be talking about vaccination. This is a fascinating topic. And since we're learning about how to duplicate in network marketing, I believe vaccination is the key to duplication. So what really is vaccination? Well, vaccination means really it is the process of sharing and educating the brand new person when they first join your business right at the start, in the first hour, right? Because this whole module is talking about what do we do with a brand new person in that first hour when they join our business? Well, one of the key things is we need to vaccinate them against some of the challenges and trouble that may be coming their way. And the reason we do that is because we want them to be ready to respond in the correct way. See, very simple example, if we are super excited and we actually sign somebody up and we tell them this business is going to be so easy, you're going to make millions of dollars and everyone's going to say yes to you, do you think they're in for some disappointments? Absolutely. Now, on the other side, if we actually educate somebody's expectations in a proper way, so they know that perhaps, there's going to be some challenges and some people may not be all that positive, and guess what? Some people will say no to you and it's okay. And some days you'll feel like you want to give up, but it's okay. So if we do that in an appropriate way in the vaccination process, the person is much more likely to actually persist for long enough, to learn enough skills to be able to become good enough and create the results that they desire. And that's what we're really trying to accomplish. So the reason that we vaccinate, the reason that we educate a brand new person's expectations is because we want to maximize the long-term commitment that they're going to be giving this business. We want to give them the chance to really stay in the business for long enough to be able to actually take action and create results. In a sense, we're giving ourselves the best possible chance for duplication. Make sense? So what do we vaccinate against? Are we vaccinating against certain viruses? Well, not really, but we're vaccinating against our own beliefs, meaning, when somebody joins your business, they're going to have, beliefs about themselves, perhaps such as, I'm not good enough to be able to do this. I'm not good at sales, or I can't do this. We're going to be vaccinating them against certain people who may be negative, or even people closest to them who may not be supportive. We're also going to be vaccinating them against certain things that may happen, certain events. We'll talk about this in a second. And really, it's very important that we continue to vaccinate our team. And vaccination is not deception. So let's talk about it very clearly. It's all about laying the cards on the table on day one. It's all about being realistic about what this business really is and how long it may take to create success. And always, you always need to under-promise and over-deliver. It's very important that we are very honest, that we always under-promise of what can happen in this business, because this way we give ourselves the best chance for somebody to really commit and really focus on what's really important, which is building the right skills to create success, rather than getting lucky and maybe, having a few results very quickly, but never being able to repeat it. It is also very important to continue to vaccinate our team members and team leaders for you to have maximum duplication. What does that mean? Well, as people are reaching for their first level, perhaps, it takes them a little longer than they thought it would take them. So sometimes we start to question ourselves, well, is this really going to work for me? Is it taking a little too long? Perhaps I'm not, the right person to do this. So we continue to educate our team members. You're on the right track. You're experiencing normal challenges that everyone goes through. It's all about reassurance. It's all about preparing the person, for challenges that may come in the future. And in this way, making them stronger to go through the challenges and being able to achieve the results. So how do we actually vaccinate someone? Well, we have a very simple vaccination script that is actually in a few simple steps. The first step is what I call the stick. See, what we need to really, really ask the person when they first start the business, we need to ask them a very simple question. They've already probably told you the reason why they're joining this business, correct? Perhaps it is to be able to create another income because they've lost a source of income or something like that. But a better question to ask them is, Well, if you don't succeed in this business, what will actually happen? If you don't actually create a second income right now for yourself and your family, what would be the result of that? So that's what I call the stick. What's the negative outcome of you not actually working, learning, and succeeding in this business? And the person will respond and tell you, well, if I don't do this, then I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage, or, I'm never going to see my children because I'm always going to be so busy. And that's really important to clarify, because it's really important to be clear on exactly why they're starting. The next thing that you need to go through after you've asked this important stick question is to educate the members' expectations. And how I do that is I say something simple like, I want to make sure you know that the big money in this type of business is really committing in the long term. So staying with one company and building teams of people and actually, sticking to it for the next 2 to 5 years and promoting the opportunity and not just selling products or service. So, if you don't persist, you will most probably not see any success. So educating people that this is a long-term commitment. It requires actually some skills. It requires them to stick into one company and building teams of people, and that the greatest money and success, of course, comes in the long term. So these are some of the things that I would educate their expectations on. You would then want to vaccinate them against quitting. This is probably one of the most important things we vaccinate against. And it's really just sharing that it is normal to sometimes feel like you're not getting the right results or enough results. So saying things like, look, at times you may want to give up. You may feel like this is not for you. You may see people laugh at you or stop talking to you, or family will want to protect you. And somebody close may even be against you doing this business. But it's okay. Most people, just like you and I, go through these things, and you may experience them too. But it's okay. Just know that you're in this business because you want a long-term result. You want to change actually your life and transform your life. And for that, you may have to persist to actually show people around you and yourself that this is possible. So it's okay. Stick with the process, one day at a time, build your skills, and results will come, right? The next thing after that is the carrot. We've told them about the stick. Now we go a little more positive, and we actually reaffirm the commitment to their dreams. So again, you could ask them something like, why would you commit to at least 12 months of learning and action taking independent of results? What's the best thing that can happen? Why are we really committing to the next 12 months? And somebody may say, wow, if I commit to the next 12 months and be able to, replace my income, then I can actually stay at home and work from home and see my family more. So you're trying to refocus them onto the dream now. And the final part may be really clarifying the commitment that this will take. And I talked briefly about in the last module that as a sponsor, you always need to clarify what you're going to require from a brand new person. You could say something like, for me to be able to help you, I need 3 things from you. Number 1, staying in touch every day. Number 2, I need you to immerse yourself into at least 30 minutes of personal development daily. And number 3, I need you to attend all events. So this could be like 3 simple commitments they make to you and that they do each and every single day. So as you can see, the vaccination script is really very simple. It actually has 5 simple steps. And, the psychology behind here is really for them to understand that this business takes time, commitment, and actually learning some skills. This is not about scaring somebody. It's really trying to be as realistic as possible and giving them the best chance to commit to learning a brand new skill that will potentially create a great residual income for them. So make sure that you are using the script with your brand new people, and also make sure that you actually write it out and practice it. Perhaps this is something that you can practice in the future. So congratulations, and let's go to the next video.